Here we go. The last Bloodborne video in terms of just general music reactions, at least. We're going to listen to Soothing Hymn, Amygdala, woo, and Darkbeast. So let's get to it. Is this actually going to be soothing? Not really. It almost feels like a siren with the high strings playing the glissando kind of going back and forth and back and forth. Huh. I don't really know what to make of that. I mean, I heard slight vocals. They're kind of doing the same sort of thing as the strings, sort of. There was a central note or pitch that I was hearing, and then it kind of trails off. But in general, there's just a lot of ebb and flow with this track. There's really no tonal center, and it's a lot more ambient in nature. So in that respect, it is quite different from the other tracks we've listened to thus far. I don't know where this plays. Honestly, I have no clue. And it is definitely not soothing. Okay. I'm not even sure what to say. Just a very curious way to title a track that sounded like that. Well, I think that'll set us up fairly well for Amygdala. So let's listen to that one next. Hello, cello! Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, hold on. I need to pause it for a sec. There are some elements of that track that kind of reminded me of Darkbeast a little bit. There's something else to this track that feels familiar to me. I'm not quite sure what it is that it's reminding me of. I am really loving the cinematic percussion here, and the rhythms are on point. So cool. I'm gonna back it up a little bit because the lower strings are doing something very interesting. So let's listen to that part again. Wow. Nice timpani. Wow. We got a melodic moment. I love that. I hope we hear it again. Nice. Wait. Why did that part remind me of Gurman? Am I going crazy? Like that's definitely in Gurman, that little piece there. I don't remember if the other parts are in there. Yes. Now that's a cool way to end a track. A little bit more percussion and a nice low brass. Cool. Very short snippet that I heard that reminded me of Gurman. That could have been a coincidence. I like that. Not melodic by any means in general, but there are some melodic moments, which definitely helps. And again, that driving rhythm that Chris has put in here really helps too. I mean, I'm bopping my head to it, even though it's very unsettling. So really nicely done again by Chris. This is a good track for sure. It'll be amazing when she's able to settle in my lap. Then maybe she can have some reaction time of herself. Yeah? Be a feature of my reactions? What if mommy moves it over here? Oh, she looked. Maple? A girl? Yeah. There's Daddy. There's Daddy. All right, last track, hopefully, for my Bloodborne series is Darkbeast. I'm assuming it's Darkbeast Paarl. This track is a little bit longer at 5 minutes, but I'm very curious to listen to this one because I don't really remember how this one sounded either. Okay. That is intimidating as heck. Just hearing the thuds. I do appreciate that this has a lot more legato strings, kind of more melodic in nature. Took me a bit to find the beat. I really like this one. I mean, if you were to tell me that this track was a final boss theme, I would probably believe you. It has some of the same elements as Gearman. It's not as tragic sounding, but there's a lot more melody to it, and there is some sort of sadness to this track as well. Not as much as Gearman, but there is a hint of it, and I'm not quite sure why. It does sound like there's a bit of pleading happening with like the vocal and the strings kind of repeating the same thing over. The da na 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 na. It keeps repeating it as if it's just trying to plead with you for some reason. I like the ending chromaticism. The dun 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 dun. That's really, really fun. And then the ending note that I'm hearing in the low strings is a completely different note than that chromaticism earlier. So it kind of throws me through a loop because I don't even remember what key we're in or where the tonal center is. There definitely is a tonal center in this one, thankfully. With the chromaticism happening, it kind of throws you off a little bit, but it still sounds so good. So this composer did a phenomenal job as well. Yeah, it's kind of making me want to watch the boss fight now for Darkbeast. I for sure do not remember this track at all. Oh my goodness, I think we are done with Bloodborne now. If I missed any tracks, I guess let me know. If you really want me to cover them, I will, but I feel like I've reacted to enough Bloodborne tracks at least to move on to Elden Ring, so that will happen next month. I hope you're excited. I'm actually really excited to listen to these tracks that you have recommended for me. I am kind of curious on whether this Switch 2 exclusive FromSoft game is supposed to be sort of a sequel to Bloodborne or not. It's called the Duskbloods, I believe. So there is the word blood in it, but it's probably not a true sequel. It seemed like there was a lot more of like a vampiric element to it from what I saw in the direct. To have a Switch exclusive for a FromSoft game, that's new. Yeah, we have to wait until 2026 apparently. Before we're able to play that game. But I am definitely keeping an eye out because the music is probably going to be really cool as well. So this is going to be another game for me to add to my arsenal of reactions. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button and also subscribe. It tells YouTube that you enjoy my content and you want to see more of it. And if you'd like to get early access to these reaction videos, you can consider becoming a member. I want to shout out to all of the members so far. You guys are awesome. I hope you're enjoying your perks. And yeah, it'd be cool to have more of you join in. So feel free to take a look at what is available. There's different rewards for the different tiers. I'm super excited to do more of these reactions. FromSoft has some incredible music, and we have still a lot more tracks to go through with DS2, DS3, Elden Ring, and now this Duskbloods once that releases. I'm not sure if Night Rain will have new music. I'm assuming it will. That's another potential game that I could do reactions to as well for FromSoft. I have a lot more games to react to, so I hope you just enjoy your time here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!